matches yesterday and today. All of our teams were able to compete and put on an amazing performance and competition for all of us, regardless of the rankings, regardless of who's number 1 or number 32. Please, please, please give yourselves, all of you, a big round of applause. For all of the amazing work that you did for this weekend. Now, alliance selections are a little complicated. They can be a little confusing, especially if you've never taken part in one of them before. We haven't done this in a couple of years, so we all may be a little rusty. Don't worry, we're going to guide you through this, and to help us out, we have an explainer video for exactly how this is all going to work. Let's take a look up on the screen to learn more.
Oh, you're back.
The top 8 teams move into the team captain positions of the playoff alliances. Number 1 team can select any team at the event to join their alliance. If the selected team declines the invitation, then another team is chosen until one accepts. Suppose Alliance 2 selects Alliance 4, but Alliance 4 declines, and Alliance 2 selects another team which accepts. It's now Alliance 3's turn, but the same rule applies. Alliance 4 is not available, so Alliance 3 has to select another team from the available pool. And the next alliance can select any available team that hasn't declined an invitation. This process continues through Alliance 8. Notice that a previously unavailable team has become an alliance captain. At this point, any remaining team that has declined an invitation is not eligible to participate in the playoffs because they can't be selected. Alliance 8 now picks their 3rd team member from the remaining available teams. Alliance 7 picks their 3rd team member, and so on, all the way back to the number 1 alliance. All alliances are now full, so alliance selection is complete. But the next several teams need to be prepared to serve as backup teams if one of the selected teams can no longer compete. Listen for an announcement about how many teams will be asked to serve as backups. And be sure to let the head referee know if your team accepts that responsibility. Let's start our alliance selection.
All right. So, to recap, just to make sure we're all on the same page, I'm going to bring out our top 8 teams, 1 through 8. And then we're going, with those teams, we're going to have them go through 1 through 8, picking their first partner. We're going to have 8 teams of 2 alliances then. Then we'll go 8 back to 1, and then we'll have 8 alliances of 3 teams. Does that make sense to everyone? Can we get a thumbs up? All right. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our top 8 teams. Starting off with number 8, who is going to be right here. When I call your name, alliance of representatives, please come on out and meet me when I'm standing. Number 8, after 64 qualification matches, please join me in welcoming our number 8 team, 5484. Next up, on number 17, one of our local teams, Team 292. We gotta make sure that the hub is not in the way. Our number 6 team, Team 3487. Next up, please join me in welcoming Team 1501. We're in the top 4 now. We're moving up. Please join me in welcoming our number 14 team, 461. Number 3, you know them, you love them, they're our host team here, Team 3940. Next up, second team out of 32 teams. Please join me in welcoming Team 1024. And last, but certainly not least, ranked number 1 with a ranking score average of 2.66. After 64 qualification matches, these folks ended up on top. Please join me in welcoming Team 4272. So, as explained, we have met our top 8 teams. 4272 is going to start us off by picking 1, and then we'll go down through 8, then 8 through 1. So, with all that preamble, are you ready to pick your first partner?
Team 4272 would love to wrangle in Team 3940 to help us win this rodeo.
We, NMAC, and all of our supporters, Team 3940 enthusiastically accepts.
Congratulations! So, you may be wondering what happens now that we have our number 1 team pick our number 3 team. We're going to scooch everyone up. So 461, come on up to number 3. Everyone rotates. And then we're going to bring in our number 9 ranked team. Please join me in welcoming Team 829 onto the field. Next up, our number 2 team, Team 1024, is going to pick their first partner.
Team 1024 would like to invite Team 461 to join our line.
Team 461.
High School in West Lafayette, Indiana. On behalf of Team 461, we must respectfully decline.
And that is okay.
Yeah, right
that
there.
doesn't mean anything, that just means that 1024 gets to pick another partner. So, 1024, who would you like to pick next?
We would like to invite Team 1501.
Team 1501.
Team 51 who would love to soar with you.
Same thing, we're going to slide on up and bring out our number 10 ranked team. Please join me in welcoming Team 3494.
Quadrangle from Bloomington High School in Bloomington, Indiana.
And 461 respectfully declined. They are now able to pick their next partner as our 3rd ranked alliance. Team 461, who would you like to pick?
Team 461 would love to take off Team 5010 Tiger Dynasty. Team 5010 Tiger Dynasty from Bloomington High School in Bloomington, Indiana.
Team 5010 gratefully accepts.
We move things up a little bit. Now in our number 4 spot, we have Team 3487. Who would you like to pick for your partner?
President Robotics, with Carrier, and all our sponsors would love to hang out with Team 5484.
Team 5484.
Wolfpack from Hurricane, South Bend, Indiana.
Team 5484 respectfully declines.
All right. strategy that goes into forming these alliances. And so now you guys get to continue your strategy to figure out who you want to pick next.
Fairfield Robotics with Carrier and all our sponsors would love to go to the top with Team 292.
Team 292. Next up, we are going to bring out Team 3936.
Next, yeah. The last choice.
And continuing on.
From Michigan City High School, Michigan City High Robotics.
And continuing on
Get
with
rammed the
alliance
list.
selections in the number 5 alliance spot, Team 5484. Who would you like to pick?
How does he not have
Team 5484 would like to invite Team 829 to join our panel.
Team 829.
And we might be up. We might be up to.
On behalf of 829, we graciously accept.
And we're up.
And to keep backfilling, we're going to welcome onto the field Team 7454. Next up, Team 3494. Who would you like to pick for your first partner?
Team 3494 would like to pick Team 45.
Team 45.
Second best from Kokomo High School, Kokomo, Indiana.
On behalf of Team 45 Technotech, we would love to join your team.
Congratulations. Team 3936, who would you like to pick as your first partner?
We would like to pick 7454.
7454.
Team 7454 Huskies and Hogs would love to join your team.
Congratulations. Our number 8 Alliance captain and the next team will welcome out onto the field. Please join me in welcoming Team 3147. All right, putting you on the spot a little bit. Who would you like to pick for your first partner? As you guys saw, there's a lot of interpicking, and so some of these teams may need a little bit of time to deliberate and to figure out what team they want to pick next. And so hopefully we can get some Jeopardy music as they deliberate and figure out who they want to pick for their first partner.
dodged a bullet there, didn't we?
Now we don't have to make it to make that decision.
Exactly.
We got
We're like,
the ride.
all right, it's all on them now.
Robotics would love to call 8742 to be on our team.
We've got to
Team 8742.
otherwise we've been stuck down against top team.
Team 8742 graciously accept.
Congratulations! Now, we have our first 2 teams on all of our first 8 alliances. We did 1 through 8. Now we're going to do 8 through 1 and go back up. So that means our number 8 alliance with 30.